Hi, I'm Heather Wayman, Director of Belly Dance Geek.
And I'm Nadira Jamal, the founder.
We're here to tell you about the Daylight Savings Practice Challenge, a free practice challenge starting November 3rd, 2018. Here at the Belly Dance Geek, we geek out on many aspects of how our dance works, from improv to stage presence and more. But in order to turn that knowledge into skills, that takes practice. And making time to practice consistently is really hard.
Now, I know that from experience. For most of my career, I was a feast or famine practicer. I'd practice like crazy before an important show and then not at all for days or weeks or sometimes months. But in 2014, I turned all of that around and made practice a consistent part of my morning routine. And one of the secrets that helped make consistent practice really a part of my life is realizing that the best time to practice isn't the time when it's the most comfortable. It's the time when it's most likely to happen consistently.
And for most people, that's the morning. Even if you're not a morning person,
And I am so not a morning person.
it is when you are least likely to be interrupted by other people, ringing phones, and other priorities. But waking up early to practice is really hard.
Except during the daylight savings time change when we set the clocks back and gain an hour. It's the one day out of the year when you can wake up an hour earlier without sacrificing any sleep. So if you're looking to kick off a morning practice habit, it's the perfect time. But sticking with that new habit is the hard part.
But it's much easier to do when you have community and support. So we're organizing the Daylight Savings Practice Challenge. The goal is to help you make practice a habit, a regular part of your morning routine. Here's how the challenge will work. We'll start on Sunday, November 4th, 2018, which is when the time changes here in the US, as well as in Canada, Mexico, and several other countries. On that Sunday, instead of sleeping in for an extra hour, you'll wake up an hour earlier according to the clock. To your body, it'll still be the same time. Then you'll practice for just one song, not a whole hour, just one song, maybe 2 to 5 minutes.
And that is key. At this point, you're only committing to a tiny amount of practice, and that makes showing up as painless as possible. Because remember, our goal here is to make showing up to practice a habit, not a decision that you have to make day after day. Now, once that habit is solid, you can ramp up to longer practices. But even if you don't, you'd be surprised at how much you can accomplish in just a few minutes, as long as you do it consistently every day. Now, on each of those days, once your tiny practice is done, you can just enjoy the rest of that hour. You can linger over your coffee, cuddle with your kids or your pets or your partner, pack your lunch, maybe get a jump on the laundry, whatever it is that would take some stress out of your morning. This is the reward for your new habit. When you associate your new schedule with a relaxed or even enjoyable morning, you are much more likely to stick with it.
In the Daylight Savings Practice Challenge, you're going to do that for 10 days in a row. To help you stay on track, we'll send you a daily email with a reminder to practice and one small step that you can take to make your practice habit more likely to stick. If you'd like extra support, you can join us in the Challenge's Facebook group. You can use that to check in, ask for support, and cheer each other on.
The program starts with some prep steps on Saturday, November 3rd, 2018, so you'll be ready to get started when the time changes that Sunday. Now, if the time isn't changing where you are, you can still join us. You won't get the benefit of the extra hour, but it will still be much easier to do when you have the structure of the challenge and the support of the group. So you can sign up now at bellydancegeek.com/practice-challenge.